What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and the more I look into this Vaughn McCray and Dre McCray situation, the more disgusted I get. And I'm sure most of you all feel the exact same way about this situation as I do. But for those of you all who might not know about the situation, let me just give you all a quick 2-second rundown. Vaughn McCray is a former Marine who is now in a coma in a vegetative-like state. He is married to Dre McCray, a TikTok makeup artist, social media influencer turned natural herb remedy guru who some believe is responsible for Vaughn being in the current situation that he is in. Now, why would people think that? Well, because she has displayed some really crazy and questionable behavior over the years, some of which we will cover in this video, most of which we will cover in future videos on this channel. Now, as far as Vaughn goes, as far as I can tell, this was a perfectly healthy dude. I mean, he was a former Marine. He only left the Marines because he had a slight knee injury. It wasn't something that made him to, leave the military. But due to Dre McCray trying to, talk him into leaving, he eventually left the Marines with this knee injury. But other than that, a perfectly healthy dude. And as far as I can tell, he wasn't having any seizures or anything until around 2019. Now, it's important to note, I don't have his medical records in front of me. I'm not a doctor. I'm definitely not his doctor. So I can't tell you when Vaughn, for 100% fact, started having seizures. What I can tell you, as far as I can tell from what my research showed, there was no mention of Vaughn having these seizures until around 2019, around the same time that Dre McCray started getting obsessed with kratom and all of these other natural herbs and remedies. Now, like I said, I don't have Vaughn's medical records sitting in front of me. I can't tell you for sure what came first, Vaughn having these seizures or Dre getting interested in all of these natural herbs and kratom and stuff. So I don't know which came first. What I do know for a fact is that Dre wasn't allowing Vaughn to seek the proper medical attention for his issues. Instead, she was obsessed with curing it with kratom and all of this other stuff, a lot of which probably wasn't good for him. Honestly, when I look at his photos over the years, he looked so much healthier. Both of them did. They both looked so much healthier before they started pumping their bodies with all of these substances. Now, they also have 3 kids, one of which is Vaughn's, 2 are Dre's from a previous marriage, but all of these kids are also taking all of these same substances. And not just that, Dre has a pretty significant following on Facebook and TikTok and YouTube, and she's encouraging all of her followers to take these substances as well. Now, as far as kratom goes, which is something I know they were taking a lot of, one of the side effects, if you do too much of that stuff, is seizures, hallucinations. So there's no telling what could have gone on here. Sure, this could be perfectly natural what happened to Vaughn, but honestly, it doesn't necessarily look like it. Now, the story is, at least what Dre says, is that Vaughn walked to the backyard, went in the shed, and unalived himself. Now, this may be the case. I'm not saying it's not, but it's a really weird story. Could all of these substances that she was pumping Vaughn with caused him to have, bad thoughts about wanting to unalive himself? Or could it have made him have hallucinations? Honestly, if you ask me, I feel like Vaughn had to be frustrated by how much she invaded his privacy. 24/7, she had to have a camera rolling. Even when they were arguing anything, it even got to the point where recently, or not super recently, but she recorded a video of Vaughn having a seizure. And then she even goes on to say, oh, he had 7 or 8 seizures today. She doesn't call 911. She doesn't call for help. No, she just, let me turn my camera on and record this guy having a seizure. Now, if you ask me, there could have been some thought there like, hey, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, Vaughn's having seizures. Maybe let's pump him with some stuff that makes him have more seizures. I don't know. That's just speculation. What I do know for a fact is that even till this day, she is still trying to like cure him with natural remedies. She is intervening and interfering with the doctors at the hospital. She's not allowing them to give him the proper medication for his seizures. And she's not allowing them to feed him with the stuff they usually use with the feeding tube. She's trying to feed him natural stuff through the feeding tube. It's just all the way out there. But quite possibly the craziest thing this woman has said or done yet is she's basically saying that now she's trying to heal him by spitting on him. Yes, she thinks that she is going to spit all over his face and body while he's laying there in a coma, and that somehow it's going to heal him. Let's just watch the clip, because me explaining it will not do it justice. Let's watch the clip.
Yesterday, I put my saliva on him. So did. I went all up in my and put it on him. On the top of his head, on his neck, and on his arm. Saliva carries information. And I want him, I can't touch him physically, but my saliva is going to go through his body and it's going to tell him, I'm here, I want you, wake up. I want to spit in his hands. Okay, here we go.
Okay, so obviously that just sickens me. That just really, oh man, it makes me feel some type of way. Because I honestly feel almost as if this is like a vindictive type of thing to do. Like, I know she's telling all of her followers, like, yeah, I believe my spit is going to magically heal Vaughn. But in reality, I feel like she's just adding insult to injury. This is just full speculation. But I wouldn't put it past her that maybe she did something to Vaughn. And now she's taking advantage of him while he's in this state to just add insult to injury. Like, she'll come on camera and sing Vaughn songs and tell you, I'm so upset about Vaughn. We know they were fighting right before this situation happened. They were literally fighting the day before Vaughn supposedly unalived himself. What they were fighting about, I don't know. I think she is extremely controlling. She has cut him off from all of his family. She's even refused to allow his family to visit him in the hospital while he's in a coma. That's a lot of stuff that I also have to unpack for you all in another video. But it's really crazy how this situation is playing out. And I don't know, I feel like he was getting ready to try to leave her. That was kind of clear. And maybe this is her way of making sure that he never left. I wouldn't put it past her to go on video and act like, you know, do her little thing. I can't even say to act sad, because she doesn't act sad. She literally shows off her outfits and she's smiling and giggling. And I feel like when the cameras turn off, she's in his ear talking shit. Like, F you, motherfucker. Look what I did now. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, yeah, like she's literally that type of person. And the reason I feel that way is because she said that in the past. Like, there's so many videos of her talking about how crazy she is and how evil and spiteful she is and how she'll go to any length for revenge. I'll have to bring that to you all as well. Like I said, there's so much stuff to unpack here, and she recorded every aspect of her life. So I have, sorry, Piglet's going crazy. My Instacart just got here. I got tons of like hours and hours worth of footage that I have to comb through here. And just in the first few hours of me looking into this case, there's just been so much to unpack. But all of it leads me to believe that this woman is absolutely just positively out of her mind, and I would not put anything past her. Like I said, I honestly feel like she records these videos that she shows her followers, turns the camera off, and then gets right in Von's ears like, yeah, look what I did to you. You're not going anywhere now. Like, that's the type of evil this woman is, in my opinion. That's just speculation. I don't know for sure. What we know for a fact is this woman is spitting all over this dude while he's in a coma. So his parents are sitting outside the hospital, not allowed to see their son, while she's in the room spitting all over him. Literally. Not even like, It's a messed up situation, y'all, and it only gets worse than this. And what's even worse is there's kids involved. That's why I felt it was important to start making these videos to cover this topic a little bit, because there's kids involved and she's pumping them with all of this same stuff. Now, like I said, we don't know for sure if this stuff led Von to have this medical condition. We don't know what happened here. We don't know. We don't know. The investigation was closed at first, but now they have reopened the investigation. So at least they're taking it seriously, and I believe the word is starting to get out there about this situation. But I'm going to have to look into it a little bit more, a lot bit more, because there's so much to unpack, and hopefully we can get to the bottom of the situation. Hopefully we can get some justice for Von, and hopefully we could at least make sure that maybe it's too late for Von. To just being honest, all of the doctors say that he is brain dead, but it's not too late for Von's kid and for the other kids who are there stuck in this situation. And I don't believe that they're in a good situation. And I wouldn't put anything past this woman, especially after some of the videos I've seen of her. But for now, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Go ahead and drop a thumbs up, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you all on the next video.